Hello, my cutie. Oh, and hello, my cutiest of all cutienesses. For the makeup look today, we're in our living room. Odie and I are having a nice cuddly moment here. And if you want to see how I did this this makeup look, it's a Gothic look actually, but you can use it for any occasion. I love this look. It is my Gothic look using only black and white and a bit of shimmer. And if you want to know how we did this together, yeah, we did this together. If you want to see how we did this, you gotta keep on watching as we're getting started right now. Oh, sorry! Oh, my poor little baby! It's your fault. I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm trying, poor thing. Yeah, give mommy a kiss. It's okay, baby, it's okay. Here I am, for the 4th time, trying to start this makeup look. And I got a rash on my nose, but there's a special pomade on it that makes it more red, but hopefully will heal it. Otherwise I'll have to call the doctor. I'll see how it is in an hour or two. Never had this before, don't know where it comes from. I'm gonna start by putting some concealer on that. And now I am using actually a bad example, because this is concealer that always touches the skin and which is not very hygienic, but it's never been used by anyone else and it's always immediately back closed, so let's hope that that stays in place. As friends asked me to do a little review on these brushes. Now I have got the entire set, so I'll take them all with me, from small to big, from big to small. I had one of these in advance. I bought that for €1 or €2 before I bought the set. Now I bought this one, which is a very heavy one, I must say. It's more heavy than my biggest one from the set. The hairs of this one are much closer together and much more soft, and maybe because it's new. The other one might have been that tight at the beginning too, I don't know, I don't remember. But I am going to use, I have primer on, this Cat's Wink Shiny Skin Base Whitening Moisturizer. This is gonna be a Gothic kind of look. Mostly I'm gonna use just black and white. I'm gonna use glitter, I'm gonna use everything, but it's mostly gonna be just with black and white. Blob. It's always happening to me, those blobs. I will show you in the meantime how I use these brushes, and you can put it on the brush or on your face, it doesn't matter very much, but I mostly put my products onto my brush and then I start with a gentle move. And some people say they are too big, but I have a very small, slender, skinny nose. Now I'm gonna dip because I have that rash there. Normally I just swoop over my nose, and a little goes a long way with these brushes. They do not take in much product, but they give such a soft feeling, and your foundation never has any stripes, or it blends wonderfully. I adore this type of appliance, if that's how I should call it. I adore this appliance. A friend of mine asked how you do concealer. Well, I have makeup videos that tell you this. It's very visible that I have these 2 round red dots here. I've had them all my life. I don't know where they come from. They're not sun-kissed or anything. I just have 2 red spots here. So I use concealer more for those spots than for my lower eye area, because, and I will show you, I will probably have to take it off again. But that side I do normal, without baking or anything. But on this side I have wrinkles, I have red spots. Normally when you apply concealer, you apply in the under eye area, which I start really on the inner tear dot, and I make a triangle. Some people go very far out, like a Kim Kardashian look is very far out, but that's own choice. It's all depending on the shape of your own face and all. And you do make a triangle on your forehead. Now, concealing is to make things appear more, make them brighter and more outstanding. Now I have a very large forehead, so if I want to make my large forehead smaller, I can just take this part, like I do, a triangle, or you can compare it with an hourglass. If you see my nose and that, it's like an hourglass, and that gives me the spot where the light supposedly hits, and not on my whole big forehead. So I am drawing the attention just to that spot, and the rest will be made darker, so that will take the attention away to the hugeness of my forehead. My concealer on the left side, blending in with this brush, and on the nose and on the forehead, on the chin, and on the upper lip. Now this side, it's my bad side, so I am putting on concealer again to show you what happens when I try to bake. I have translucent powder, and very carefully with this brush I'm gonna take some of that powder and apply it in a tabbing motion, because I want to show you what baking does with me. You can do it with a sponge, you can do it with your fingers, you can do it with anything. You put on a nice coat, pressing it on to your concealer so that it can soak, and you're already hopefully seeing what is happening. My skin, and I'm blowing in. Sure, okay. Now I'm gently swooping a little bit on this side too, to have a powdery coat, but I know that it is a disaster on my skin. But it is the way to bake. So you let this rest for about 5 minutes, and then with a big fluffy brush with powder on it, but it can be your facial powder, it can be translucent powder, but look what my skin is doing. I'm not doing anything, you see, I'm not especially pulling my face together, but look what this does. I really hope you can see up close. My skin is the most wrinkled skin you can imagine, and if you look here, it's smooth. Baking does the total opposite with me. Ouch! I think the wound that is stitched up in my mouth, and this is still a bit swollen as you can see, but I think on the inside it's getting infected. Oh my, look at that. And that's what happens when I bake this side. It's not even been 5 minutes. And look, when I do this, I got about 100 claw feet there, sitting in a row, waiting for me to get wrinkly. And if I do this, they stay. It's terrible what happens to my face when I dare to use the baking method. And I can wipe it off as much as I like. These wrinkles are not going anywhere. Therefore, this has to go. So I'm gonna take off my makeup and just start over again, because this is no use, as you see. I am going to start by putting on primer. Now, I don't do all my makeup with my oval brushes. I use a part of them, and I use for the rest my normal makeup brushes. So I combine them with my Zoeva brushes, which I am very, very happy with. Those I have for a month now. They all have rose golden written on it and the name of the brush. This is a 235 contour shader, and they all have their own names, but I use them for whatever I feel like using them for. So I had my very light foundation today, and I will show you this set, and I cannot recall the name, but if I find it I will let you know. But these are wonderful too. You get them in different sizes, and they have two colors, rose goldish and gold, and I love these two. They are amazing. And of course I have my real techniques. I mix and mingle whatever I feel like. I am not using especially that brand or that brand. I mix and mingle. So I am going to show you a few possibilities of these. So now I am going to take some concealer and put it over my nose. Now look at that. Oh, beautiful, but not for long. Oh, this is very liquid according to the other one. So I'm just using a bit of concealer, which is actually not necessary with this pale foundation, but I want to have it on top of that rash. And I am going to tab in everything with my beauty blender, which I'm going to make a little bit wet, but not too wet. And also a thing I want to say is these dupes I buy from Wish. I buy everything from Wish because it's an internet store and I cannot go to shops to try out and buy stuff, so I buy as cheap as possible from Wish. I will do one side of my face with this, with the dupe. And the other side I'll do with a real, this is the real beauty blender, which is much softer and more fluffy, but that's the only difference. The appliement and the result, according to me, and especially my wallet, are the same. Of course this goes faster, it's much softer, but the result, the product, is tapped in really good into the skin, just as well as with the soft one, where you have to put less, yeah, I gotta be careful with that ring, less pressure on. I have no problems with the dupes. Then normally I now would immediately put powder on my face. Well, lately I have changed my technique, and before I go from liquids to powder, I use a setting spray. I use a setting spray, but I make sure that it's very dry, because if you're gonna put powder over a gooey, moist setting spray, you're not gonna get your powder where you want it. So in the meantime, while this is drying, I can show you what I'm wearing. It's a new thing that I'm doing lately, show you what I wear and how I combine things. I know it's silly, but I'm not a fashion guru or a real makeup artist, I'm just me. Now I gotta climb a little bit here. Oh, and my spine is killing me. Okay, when I get up, it's terrible. Now, okay, Odie, sweet pea. Yeah, thank you. I'm wearing a dress, of which I cut off that one sleeve that it had, because that sleeve was like my pant. As wide as my pant is, was that sleeve too, and it was that long, for real, that long, and it was hanging there, so I could not use my right hand, so I just cut it off, and now it has a little flary thing. This corset was a gift from my darling, darling friend, Adora. I adore you. Thank you so much for that. These pants are 15 years old maybe, and I hadn't worn them for so many years, and now I have rediscovered them, and I'm crazy about them. And they're so soft, and they have pockets, what I love. And they're so loose and flary, and the shoes that I am wearing are these. The block heel, you have ankle strap. I don't know where I got them from, because I got them for a long time. There goes my camera again, but I love them. I mean, in the meantime, my face will be dry. I'm gonna powder my face, and I always use this one or this one. Whatever comes first in my hand, whatever I see first, I will now take this one. This is from Hype. That's what you buy in a store called Blocker. And this is also drugstore from L'Oreal, Infallible, which you always see me use. And I cover all the sides. And I use my brush in every possible direction, so I also roll it in all possible directions in the powder. And as you see, no baking and stuff for me. While with this, I feel good. Now, to prime my eyes, I'm gonna take a normal rounded makeup brush, brandless, from a set, and I'm taking white eyeshadow, and I am going to prime my entire eyelid and also a little bit beneath. I am wearing my contacts on strength. I had planned on wearing black ones or white ones. If I want to wear my black contacts, I'll have to take these out when my makeup is done. And I don't think that everything's waterproof that I'm gonna use. To do my crease, instead of using, as I normally do, a beige or any what color, I am going to use a light gray, because black and white mixed together is gray. So I'm only using tones like that, and I am going to use this toothbrush, which is pretty big, but for an eye, and in the crease, immediately your entire crease area and everything around is beautifully blended. so you don't have to make a line like you normally do and blend that out in every direction. You just take your powder, swoop from left to right, and if you want to make your big V, and you're done. It's a real makeup speed machine, these brushes. It really is perfect if you want to do a very quick makeup look. And as you normally do, I am going to do this with a small angled brush, which is the spot liner from Zoeva. And I'm gonna do my brows with black. And I'm gonna check out the right spots. Chook, chook. To map out your brows, you use the side of your nose, and you can choose to take the inner side or the outer side of your brush, or the item that you use, or you can take the tip of your nose and take the outside. As you see, it's right the tip of my nose, and it's right next to that where I start. See? Then you start your brow on the bottom, and now it's your own choice if you want to mimic hairs and only go for that look. To map them out, you can put this or another one, hold that there, so you can really see and map out. To have them in the same spot, when you look straight ahead and you take your pupil and you put your item to the wing of your nose and straight across your pupil, that's the spot where your arch should be. And if you take it to the end, the outer corner of your eye, that is where your brow has to end. So that's where the tail has to end. So that part and that part you can connect, rounded, straight, however you like. Now I do have that mark that I made, but I will clean that up in a minute. And this you can let go straight to that point. And now you can leave that straight, or you can round that up. But this is actually the normal grow way of your brow. And I know people like it more natural these days, and you gotta mimic hairs, and you gotta do this and you gotta do that, and I just wanna paint them on today, so I paint them on today. And I will take a tiny point of a makeup wipe to take away the marks that I had made, and this is drying up like a crazy, which means I will have to add a drop of olive oil, 1 or 2 drops. Let that soak overnight, and my product will be as new again. Do not stir anything, just drop on here and there a drop of olive oil, let it soak, and your product's like new. I got a new dishwasher, and I kept the old basket because it's so easy to carry around my brushes in. Now this makeup has the powder to set your brows with too. So I'm now taking the middle-sized toothbrush shaped one. I'm taking this black powder and set these brows. Every liquid product that you use, set it with a powder, or you'll wipe it away like nothing. You'll unintentionally make stains with it. Your makeup will not last long. It all has to do with using the products correctly. So this one I am gonna keep to use black powder with. Now for the base of my eyelid, I already have used white powder. Now I am going to take some more white powder and I'm gonna do the inner tear dot on this side just with this brush, and my upper eyelid. And I am going to take this one, the one with a round tip, fill it up with powder, make sure there's enough powder on it, dab it on the inner corner and look at that difference. And the speed. So I'm gonna do this side with this also. Ready. That's it. Now I am now going to use black powder. Now we'll start with another round brush, the one that I use as measuring thing, and I am going to take this black eyeshadow and I am going to bring that onto the eyelid, making the big V with a normal brush. Now you can use a small brush for this, you can use a big one, it's all up to you. It's all personal choice. Anything you feel comfortable with is good. And as I am wearing lenses, I can stand powder in my waterline, which is very easy. So I can just smudge beneath the eye and go straight to where I want my wing to be. Now to make a real crisp wing, I'm gonna use the magical tape. And the magical tape normally is placed from against your lower eyelash line and following the outer half of your eye. The direction is okay. It's a big one. So that makes it a lot easier to just swoop without having to be afraid that you're gonna have a bad line on the outside. Now for the other side, I can take either one of these or I can take this one, but I am just going to use, you can take the round one, you can take whichever you like. I am going to use this because it already has the black powder on it. On the inner corner, over the lid and into the crease. Making the outer V on the tape, and as you see, this works so fine that I have to blend it out, but you can just make round motions with it and it is blended out. You can blend that any way you like, and I am gonna use it on the other side too, because as you see, this one should be blended out with a blending brush. This one doesn't. So if you use these, you save the time of blending because you blend while you apply. These are really something to get used to. You really have to get used to the comfort it gives. I still don't use them enough, because you're so used to using normal brushes that you don't take the effort of trying this. While once you're used to it, it must make life so easy. I'm taking off my tape now. I like this so much. I really like it. I love it. Now I'm gonna take this smaller one, and I would like to try that glittery, shimmery new powder that I got here. Look at that sparkle. It is miraculously beautiful, and I'm gonna take half of the lid and I'm gonna tap that on to that black liner. But to make sure that it is really there, I am going to spritz a little bit of setting spray onto this brush, and I am going to make sure that I have everything out of this lid, and I'm gonna tap that over the upper eyelid and see what it says. To sparkle or not to sparkle, I don't know. I cannot see it. I'm gonna take this mirror a bit more here, and I don't see a lot of sparkle. Yeah, now I have sparkle, but I have enough fallout for an entire factory too. I look like a sparkly beast. I'm just gonna blow and take a brush a bit later on to take that away. Oh my god, I love that color. Now I'm gonna try to get that fallout away. Look at me. So it's a great, beautiful product, but you gotta use cover. Now I do have my huge fan brush. You too? Oh, do you have fallout too? But oh, my little darling has fallout too. A little swoop of the huge fan brush and gone. So now that these sparkles are on my eyes, I'm gonna use a little bit of setting spray to keep it there, just on the eyes, and fan this dry. So now I also have this in white, and I have used this before, and it gives the most beautiful highlight. So now I am taking that flat, tiny round one, and I'm gonna do the inner tear dot area, and I'm gonna highlight beneath my brow with this white shimmer. It's just a hint of shimmer. Black eyeshadow and white eyeshadow doesn't always have to be. Non-glittery, non-sparkly, non-festive. I like to have my brow bronzer, and to bronze I'm gonna use this, just dabbing. And I'm gonna keep it pretty high and work it up to my temples. So I am doing the edge of my hairline around the spot that I highlighted, the temples, and gently contour the cheek, but mostly the outside, not too far in. We're not going for a skeleton look. Now with this clean brush, I'm just gonna give it a little swoop to make it all nice, one piece, one look. And then The one that I just used, I bought separately. This one also. And this one is the one that came with the set, and maybe there is still some blush in, because it looks red. Yeah, I think there's still enough blush to warm up my cheeks. It is. So, I don't really have a highlighter here. What I can do is use my highlighting brush, and there will probably, indeed, there still is product in. You see, if you use your brushes a few times for the same product and you don't wash them, you can make use of what's still left in there. This look seems to be getting somewhere. Now I'm taking my liner, just making that line, and this side is not easy because this table is a little bit in the way, and now my camera is wobbling. I'm using just a little something like a picnic, a foldable picnic table to eat breakfast in bed or so, but I think if you want to eat breakfast in bed with this table, if you have soft boiled eggs, they're gonna be in the curtains and on the ceiling because it's so wobbly and bad. Now I'm going to make a line coming from that line. Whoa, whoop-de-doo, there we go. Now you can see which mistakes are easily made with these thin liners. But if that happens, I take a wipe, and most of the time I just take the back of a thin brush, which I don't have here. So I will use this, put it over, and with that edge, with that little tip, ta-da! Just use something that's flat. Not poke yourself in the eye with it, preferably. But as you see, that liner is cleaned up, it's gone. So I am connecting the corner to my upper lash line, and I am not gonna do my lower line with this liquid liner. It's supposed to be a wing that goes to the upper. Ooh, look at me go. Then you wonder why I made that spot. For lashes, I have got my beautiful flary lashes normally with me. They're hiding. Okay, I got my glue, and I said it in previous videos. Normally, everybody puts on mascara. First, you curl your lashes, then you put on mascara, then you put on your falsies, you go over again with mascara, and then you go over with your plier, your lash curler again. Well, this time I'm having straight lashes, and I haven't tried this before, using these without curling my lashes or using any mascara before putting these on. So while the glue gets tacky, I'm gonna do my lips. I got a lipstick and I got a lip stain. The tip that I gave lately for a lipstick, to make it matte, I'll use the same pencil that I used for my brows. It's also a black product, so I'll pack it with lipstick, and I will outline my lips a little bit, but black is the most difficult color. We all know that. Now, lipstick is a cream, and to my experience, never dries. A normal lipstick, and especially with a gloss over it, never dries. So whatever you do, it wears off, comes on your teeth, does everything that it shouldn't do. With me, lipstick always is everywhere except where it has to be, and that's on my lips. And you can, from there, use the stick itself. To make a perfect lip, you gotta take your time. It's just the way it is. Take your time with it, and you will get the result that you want. A real creamy lipstick, but it wipes off very easy again too. So if you're applying it, it constantly wipes away, puts back on, wipes away, puts back on. It's a love and hate relationship. Now, it is starting to get on my teeth. What you can do is the finger trick. Ow, and that hurts because I got stitches still in my mouth. If you want this to stay on really all day, to mattify a lipstick and to leave it as long as you can, use translucent powder, and you dip your finger in and you dip on the lipstick. Do not press, do not wipe, just put it on. There should not be any black coming onto your fingers. Make your lip stretched, and once you got enough on, do your upper lip. And once you get this amount on, you can start gently sliding your finger over it. Gently wipe and keep on wiping, and normally the white of the powder goes away. Now I am taking a white brush on black lipstick to show how good that powder sets your lipstick. Even with a white brush, there is nothing black on it. And the lipstick, you keep gently wiping until all that powder is gone. And now you can choose to keep this beautiful mattified lipstick, or to put back some lipstick over, but that lipstick will take this away with it if you don't powder it off again. Or you can just use a lip stain. Now I can put this lip stain over this. The result of this, a normal black lipstick with translucent powder and a lip stain, you will see in a moment what a difference or no difference there is. Now I'm not gonna use any powder, I'm just gonna let this dry like it is, because it's a lip stain. And in the meantime I can put on my lashes. I did not curl my lashes. I did not put on any mascara. So I'm gonna pop these on to my normal eyeshadow. Straightly on without preparing my lashes. Put on the outer corner, let it dry for a moment, then look really down in the mirror and press the inner corner against my own lashes and against the skin. Now, as you see, they went on as easy as 1, 2, 3. They were no problem to put on. They got on like nothing. So all I gotta do now is wait, actually. What I do now normally is squeeze them together, but I still haven't used any mascara. So I catch them from the outside to the inside and I squeeze my own to the falsies, but as it's not dry I have the risk that they stick to my curler, which this one didn't. And it went perfectly. And now these are almost ready for mascara. So there's only mascara to do, and I'm gonna do my lower lashes. So my upper ones get some extra drying time. And now I just blend my own lashes, which are already stuck to the falsies, by pressing them together. But now it's just making sure that the color is the same as the color from the falsies. So that's it for this look. You can take a little bit of a glittery eyeshadow and that on your finger and just in the middle of your lip and on your cupid's bow, and you have the most beautiful shimmery lips. So if you like this look, give me some thumbs up, leave some nice comments down below. If you're not subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. By all means, please do so. I saw this morning that I had 99 subscribers, so will it be 100 today? Will it be 100 tomorrow? I don't know, but I am hoping for it, as you are all so kind and I love you all so much. And as always, my love for makeup is spread all over to you, this time from my living room, in my couch, with my doggy with me here. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon in one of my coming videos. Bye bye! Bye bye! No kisses, no kisses, bye bye! I was sleeping. Now I am, I'm on YouTube now, yay! Okay, I hope to see you soon. Bye bye!